This is the OTB Television Network, a service of Capital District Off-Track Betting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. 17 races to bring you from 4 different racetracks. Kicking it off, Woodbine, ladies and gentlemen, for Sunday afternoon's Royal North.
They're off in the Royal North. Classy Zip showing early speed, as is Anywhere. Anywhere comes on to the inside of Classy Zip to take over the lead. Dance to the Moon in close attendance in third. Then Roxy Gap, Jenny So Great. Atlantic Hurricane trails these fillies and mares early. 4 lengths off the lead of the pace setter Anywhere with just under a half mile to go. And it's Anywhere's opening quarter was 23-1. Watch closely by Dance to the Moon. Roxy Gap 3 wide in third. Atlantic Hurricane begins to accelerate to the outside of Roxy Gap. Atlantic Hurricane's out there 4 wide for them across the course as they turn for home. And Roxy Gap comes on the outside and pokes the neck in front. Atlantic Hurricane is called on for more run. That half was in 46 seconds flat. Roxy Gap digging down deep, trying to repel the challenge of Atlantic Hurricane. Jenny So Great swings to the far outside. Roxy Gap, Atlantic Hurricane, Roxy Gap. They're coming to the wire and Roxy Gap refused to bend. Roxy Gap defeated Atlantic Hurricane and Jenny So Great with Classy Zip fourth.
And the 2 favorites run 1-2 in reverse order, ladies and gentlemen. Roxy Gap under Pat Husbands makes the front early and does hold off Atlantic Hurricane with a thrilling stretch run. Jenny So Great finishes third, but Roxy Gap, ladies and gentlemen, nice victory over Atlantic Hurricane, who was the 2-1 favorite and who was 4 for 4 on the Woodbine turf. But Roxy Gap, just tough as nails, between horses on the turn, threatened the whole length of the stretch, but scores the $6.40 victory in Sunday's Royal North. Sunday afternoon, the huge day at Monmouth Park, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking it off will be the Teddy Drone Traveling Man, part of the entry, the 2-1 favorite.
They're racing in the Teddy Drone. Secret Commander is out quickly. Royal Courier showing speed in from the rail Pluracity. These 3 are out the best, and Travelin' Man came out running in 4th. Soaring Stocks is 5th on the far outside. They're being followed by Raging 6 and Hop Skipping Away. And then it's JJ's Lucky Train. Wildcat Brief is way behind after the first quarter mile in 22-1. They move into the far turn. Secret Commander leads the way a length and 3/4. Royal Courier is second. Travelin' Man third to the outside, now 2.5 lengths off the lead and sent along. Soaring Stocks goes up alongside of Raging 6, then Pluracity down on the inside, followed by Hop Skipping Away, JJ's Lucky Train. And Wildcat Brief's in another race. He's dead last, way out of it. 44-4, a half mile. They're into the stretch. Secret Commander, Royal Courier, and Travelin' Man. Royal Courier's the leader. Travelin' Man runs at him on the outside. Royal Courier, Travelin' Man, Raging 6, closing lane. Royal Courier holding on. Royal Courier, Travelin' Man, Royal Courier and Travelin' Man together in the Teddy Drone. Then Raging 6.
But it is Royal Courier coming out of the victory, and the Mr. Prospector adds the Teddy Drone victory by a nose. Victory for Joe Bravo and Trisha Farrell, second choice in the wagering, who has now hit the board 15 of 17 times, going 6 furlongs. Traveling Man does finish second under Javier Castellano, with Raging 6 checking in third. Continuing the parade of stakes races on Sunday afternoon at Monmouth Park. Time to go, a mile and 16th in the Majestic Light, 3-2, Barejo de Arroyos.
They're racing in the Majestic Light Stakes. Esperon is going to the front. I'm Stepping It Up with early speed into the outside. Ponzi Scheme away running in third. Brujo de Olleros is fourth and down on the inside. 4 lengths off the lead as they move for the turn. On the far outside, Small Town Talkin' Gourmet Dinner next. Cactus Charlie takes his spot at the back of the field, and he races 6 lengths off the lead. And the leader is I'm Stepping It Up, who ran the first quarter in 23 and 4/5 seconds. 3/4 of a length on top of Ponzi Scheme, who's second and edging up while strongly in hand to the backstretch. Now they're just a neck apart. Break of 2 back to Esperon. Brujo de Olleros is ridden along in between horses. Now he's within 3 lengths of the lead, but he's under a ride. Then it's Small Town Talk to the outside. 3 to Gourmet Dinner and Cactus Charlie. It's I'm Stepping It Up, who ran 47 and 3 for a half mile. He's got a half mile to go. Ponzi Scheme is second to the outside. And then it's Esperon, Small Town Talk, and Brujo de Olleros between those two. After that, Gourmet Dinner and Cactus Charlie. Around the far turn, I'm Stepping It Up is the leader. Ponzi Scheme on the outside second. Farther out, Small Town Talk. Down toward the inside, Esperon. Brujo de Olleros has got to do more. And then it's Gourmet Dinner and Cactus Charlie. 3/4 win in 112 flat, and they're into the stretch. And it's Ponzi Scheme. Gourmet Dinner runs at him on the outside. Gourmet Dinner's taking the lead. Ponzi Scheme is next. Then Small Town Talk and Brujo de Olleros. And Ponzi Scheme's coming back inside of Gourmet Dinner. The two of them down to the wire. Gourmet Dinner over Ponzi Scheme. Then Small Town Talk and Brujo de Olleros.
Gourmet Dinner scores the neck victory under Javier Castellano, the first victory since November of 2010 when scored the extremely lucrative victory in the Delta Jackpot. Scores at $16.20 for Bruce Brown. Ponzi Scheme, a neck back, finishing second, and Small Town Talk finishes third in the Majestic Prince. Up next, time to go to the turf, ladies and gentlemen, for the long and storied history of the matchmaker at 6 to 5, Laughing.
They're racing in the tailor-made matchmaker. Silver Screamer on the far outside came out running well, goes out to the front. Laughing is showing speed and Unbridled Humor through on the inside. Then Island Time and Island School, and Shimmering Moment is the trailer, and the early leader is Silver Screamer. Silver Screamer setting the pace on top by a length and a half. With Laughing running in second, Unbridled Humor is third to the inside. And then it's Island Time in fourth. The Unbridled Humor's a little headstrong there. Island School is back there in fifth, 7 lengths off the lead. And Shimmering Moment trails the field. 24 and 2 was the first quarter mile. Laughing has taken over the lead now, and Laughing's going to kick off to lead by a length and a half. And Silver Screamer is guided to the outside of her by Jose Espinoza. Now she's just 3/4 of a length behind. 2 lengths more back to Unbridled Humor, who's now settled down in third, 2 off the lead. Island Time's alongside of her. Island School has 5.5 lengths to make up. And the trailer Shimmering Moment is 8 lengths behind after a 48 and 4 half mile. They continue the run up the backstretch, and they're still led by Laughing. 3/4 of a length over Silver Screamer in second. And then it's Unbridled Humor. Island Time to the outside. Island School is next. And still the trailer Shimmering Moment, but she's closer. She's only 4.5 lengths off the lead. Laughing leads the way through 3/4 in 112 and 4. And Silver Screamer confronts her once again. Unbridled Humor swings up in behind them. Island Time and Island School, and then Shimmering Moment. Laughing the leader coming to mid-stretch. Holding on to the lead from Silver Screamer. Shimmering Moment's down on the inside. Laughing in front. Shimmering Moment on the rail runs after her. Laughing has the lead down to the wire. And Laughing has won the tailor-made matchmaker over Shimmering Moment. And then came Island School and Island Time.
And coming out of a third place showing in the Gallaret Stakes, Laughing the Irish bred scores the 1-length victory for Alan Goldberg and Rafael Bejarano. Shimmering Moment finishes second, and Island School finishes third in the tailor-made matchmaker. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more action from Sunday afternoon at Monmouth Park, and including a 1.5 miles from Del Mar.
Some people take analyzing a horse race to a whole other level. Tune in every morning at 11 a.m. and get up-to-the-minute analysis of the day's biggest races, breaking news from the racing industry, and our daily best bets, only on OTB TV.
What would another ShopRite mean for you?
It means more chef-prepared meals to take home and call my own.
Another place to get help with healthy eating.
And another place to get fresh fish.
Another ShopRite in the Capital District, 709 Central Avenue. Another ShopRite. That means more chef-prepared meals, another dietitian, and more fresh produce. Get more choices and even more savings with ShopRite's growing family.
We're all about food, we're all about savings, we're all about you.
With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at capitalotb.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at capitalotb.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
Save on Hyundais. Save at the pump during the Hyundai National Fuel Efficiency Drive Sales Event at Leah Hyundai in Albany. Hyundai has 4 models that deliver 40 mpg, and they're all on sale. New 2013 Sonatas, only $269 a month. $269 only, first payment down. Take $3,000 off new Santa Fe's and get 0% financing. Plus America's best warranty with Hyundai Assurance. Save on Hyundais. Save at the pump at Leah Hyundai in Albany or LeahHyundaiofAlbany.com.
Leah!
Some people take analyzing a horse race to a whole other level. Tune in every morning at 11 a.m. and get up-to-the-minute analysis of the day's biggest races, breaking news from the racing industry, and our daily best bets, only on OTB TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing the stakes action from Monmouth Park. Time for the Oceanport at 6 to 5. Queen's Plate Kitten.
They're racing in the Oceanport. Tune Me In came out well. Get Serious on the inside. Roman Tiger and Queen's Plate Kitten. Right in behind them is Magnificat. On the far outside, Crepuscolo and Admiral Perry guided to the inside to save ground at the back of the field. Only 5.5 lengths off the lead, and the pace appears to be slow early. Tune Me In and Get Serious making that pace to the clubhouse turn. These two are joined by Crepuscolo now, who's going to go up and quicken it 3 wide. Right in behind them, running in 4th position, is Queen's Plate Kitten. Admiral Perry is 5th on the outside. Magnificat is next, and Roman Tiger trails. The opening quarter was 25 and 4/5 seconds, so it is a very deliberate pace for Get Serious and Tune Me In, who've been alternating on the lead so far. Crepuscolo reined off of them by Elvis Trujillo in 3rd. Queen's Plate Kitten rides the rail in 4th. Right alongside comes Admiral Perry. And then in the back, Magnificat and Roman Tiger. They continue through a 50 flat half mile. Get Serious, 3/4 of a length in front. It's been a slow pace so far. Pablo Fragoso and Get Serious a half length on top, and now he's going to ask him to go. And Tune Me In clings to him on the far turn. Tune Me In runs up right alongside of Get Serious now. Queen's Plate Kitten contends for the 3rd spot on the inside, and right alongside comes Admiral Perry. They're into the stretch. Get Serious and Tune Me In still together. Up the fence, Queen's Plate Kitten. Admiral Perry on the outside. Tune Me In's looking for a big upset. Get Serious coming up the fence, Queen's Plate Kitten, but it's Tune Me In, and he's 25 to 1 in the Oceanport. And then it was Queen's Plate Kitten, Get Serious, and Admiral Perry.
But it's Tune Me In, ladies and gentlemen. $53.60 goes off at nearly 26 to 1 after being 15 to 1 on the morning line. Heck, folks, Tune Me In on the Monmouth Park turf before the race had only been off the board once in 11 tries. 3 wins, 4 seconds, 3/3. Now, in 12 starts, has 4 victories, including the nice score in Sunday's Grade 3 Oceanport. Queen's Plate Kitten, second choice, 0 for 3 in 2012, finishes 2nd, and Get Serious is the show horse. Up next, older filly mares, the 67th running of the Molly Pitcher at 2 to 1, Our Gypsy Gold.
They're racing in the Molly Pitcher. And it's Derwin Starr out for the lead. Brushed by a Star on the outside, came out well, and Nefertiti is out third between those two. Then Successful Song and Absent Minded to the outside. Break of another two, and they're followed by a Fleeting Lady who has the rail. Our Gypsy Gold is next, and last of all is Catch a Thief, and she's 8 lengths off the lead. Around the first turn, and Brushed by a Star takes the lead in the Molly Pitcher, and there goes Absent Minded to confront her early. 24-1 was the opening quarter. They're a half a length apart. Then Derwin Starr and Nefertiti's in fourth and behind them. Successful Song goes up fifth outside of a Fleeting Lady. Our Gypsy Gold is 6.5 lengths off the lead and leading only Catch a Thief up the backstretch. It is Brushed by a Star on top a length and a half. Absent Minded's going to sit off of her now, taken back by Terry Thompson as Derwin Starr and Nefertiti draw even with her. And then it's a Fleeting Lady, hard held in behind them, racing 3 lengths off the lead. Successful Song is next, Our Gypsy Gold is sent along, and last is Catch a Thief. Around the far turn, Brushed by a Star is still the leader. Absent Minded comes at her once again on the outside. Nefertiti is next. A rail opening for Derwin Starr, who's in contention. Our Gypsy Gold is next. 3/4 in 1:12-2. They're into the stretch, and it's still Brushed by a Star coming to the 8th pole in front. Derwin Starr, Our Gypsy Gold is on the inside, then Successful Song. It is Brushed by a Star at the 16th pole. Our Gypsy Gold's not going to get her, neither is Successful Song. Brushed by a Star has won the Molly Pitcher over Successful Song and Our Gypsy Gold. Nefertiti was fourth.
Brushed by a Star coming off of a easy victory in the Iowa Distaff by 11, goes to the front end and makes every pole a winning one under Corey Nakatani, returning $21.20 for the score in the Grade 2 Molly Pitcher. A Successful Song finishes second. Just got up for second in the last jump as Our Gypsy Gold looked like was going to be the runner-up, but in the end finishes third as the 2-1 favorite. Up next, the 45th running of the Haskell Stakes, $1 million, 9 furlongs. And over the last 20 runnings, ladies and gentlemen, we've had one horse pay better than 7-2. Painter is even money.
They're all in line, and we are ready for the start. They're off in the Haskell. And Gemologist goes right to the front, and Painter got in some traffic early on. Painter is second early. It's Gemologist. Painter, a little bit headstrong, is going to have to go to the outside of him. And Handsome Mike is right there running in third. Nonios is fourth. Dullahan and Steel Case is well behind. So Painter did not have the best of breaks, and that leaves Gemologist in front of him and on the inside of him as they move into the first turn. That first quarter was 23 4/5 seconds. Gemologist by a length and a half, with Painter second on the outside and Nonios riding the rail in third. Handsome Mike is in fourth. He's 3 lengths off the lead. Dullahan's not far behind today. He's going to go up on the far outside. He's only 3 lengths behind, and he's moving up early. Steel Case is the trailer, well off the lead as they head up the backstretch through a half mile in an easy 48 seconds flat. It is Gemologist in front. Painter on the outside is running in second. Nonios is third, and he's done on the rail. Dullahan and Handsome Mike are right together at the half-mile pole. They're just 2.5 lengths off the lead. Steel Case is the trailer. And now Gemologist is ridden for more by Javier Castellano. And Painter draws even with him. They are nose to nose. The whip is out on Gemologist, and Painter has taken the lead. Painter is in front. He is getting away. Nonio swings up outside of Gemologist. The others are far behind. Handsome Mike is next. Steel Case starts to run on, and they're into the stretch. And Painter is the leader. Nonios in with an upset chance in second, but Painter has a 2-length lead in mid-stretch. Nonios, Steel Case takes third. It's Painter with a powerhouse performance, and Bob Baffert has won the Haskell again. Painter by 4 on the wire. It was Nonios second, Steel Case was third, and Handsome Mike was fourth.
And continuing as one of the most formful Grade 1 races annually in the United States, Painter, a nice effort in here. Rough start at the beginning didn't make the front. Gemologist, just bounced out of there as the second choice at 2-1 on the front end. Gemologist ends up not beating a single racehorse in Sunday's Haskell, but Painter showing a little relaxation on the backside, and then a powerful run through the short stretch at Monmouth Park, winning off by nearly 4 lengths under Rafael Bejarano as Bob Baffert wins the Haskell again. Nonios finishes second, and Steel Case at 28-1, the longest shot on the board, finishes third. Perhaps we'll see Painter up next in the Travers. Going out to Del Mar, ladies and gentlemen, on Friday afternoon, perhaps a prep for the Grade 1 Pacific Classic. This is a 1.5 miles on the polytrack. This is the Cougar, Richards Kid, a former winner of the Pacific Classic, 2-5.
Feel for the Cougar, the second handicap, sent on their 1.5 mile journey. Romp wants the early lead, but now there goes Fly, Lexus Fly on the far side. And Fly, Lexus Fly can ensure they get on with it early, joined by Romp at the rail. Those two go a decent pace for a 1.5 miles. Now the rider's trying to slow Fly, Lexus Fly down. In behind that comes Worth Repeating, tucked in third. Then it's Balladry. Here's the favourite, Richards Kid, back second last, giving them a good 9-length start. And at the back comes Dynamic Host. So they spread out over quite a bit of ground as they come to the top of the stretch first time round. And now Fly, Lexus Fly is allowed to go on with it. He goes clear to lead it by 1.5 lengths. Romp is tracking from second. Worth Repeating in the centre of the track is third. Balladry in the white sleeves content to sit fourth. In behind that, Richards Kid and Rafael Bejarano second last. They're only 6 off the leader now. And Dynamic Host continues to trail by 2. Just about half the journey covered now, and Fly, Lexus Fly is still in front by 1 length. Romp is now cutting into that lead a little, and now there goes Worth Repeating to put the pressure on. So Fly, Lexus Fly not going to have a breather as Worth Repeating now picks up the pace and kicks for home. Romp is in third. Balladry is back fourth. Richards Kid is still in the 5th spot, only 4 lengths off the leader now, and still this gap of 2 to Dynamic Host. Down the backstretch they go. There's a new leader. It's Worth Repeating. Worth Repeating 1/2 length. Fly, Lexus Fly content to sit right there second. 2 lengths back to Romp in the 3rd spot. Balladry on the far side. Richards Kid in the gold at the rail. Outside of that, Dynamic Host improving without being asked. And there goes Dynamic Host now from last all the way up to 3rd. Taken much closer order. 3.5 lengths covers them all. Into the turn they go. And now Dynamic Host comes to turn the pressure on yet again. Worth Repeating goes with him. Fly, Lexus Fly cannot go on with it. Balladry is next. Let's see, Richards Kid, full of run, but he needs somewhere to run. Richards Kid, second last, has nowhere to go, looking for pull out now and come with a run. At the top of the lane in the Cougar, and it is still Worth Repeating. Now Richards Kid stretches his legs on the outside, and here comes Richards Kid down the centre of the track now, and he's absolutely breezing. On the inside, Worth Repeating ran a big one, but Richards Kid class is sticking out a mile. Richards Kid and Rafael Bejarano, easy winners of the Cougar the second. Worth Repeating a very game second. Balladry ran on third. Then Dynamic Host, Fly, Lexus Fly, and Romp.
And Richards Kid, ladies and gentlemen, at 7 years of age, and yes, I know has already won the $1 million Pacific Classic, might be in career best form. New track record, the last early, first easily late. Richards Kid for Bob Baffert. Perhaps now will shorten up to the 1.25 mile Pacific Classic next. We will see. Worth Repeating finishes second, and Balladry, the longest shot on the board, finishes third at 22-1. But the Offspring 11 drop kid, ladies and gentlemen, it could easily be argued is at his absolute best right now at 7 years of age. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more action from Del Mar and Saratoga.
Leah Auto Group, going miles above the rest. When your car needs service, Leah has you covered. We offer daily service specials, including our 1977 oil change. Book your next appointment online at leahcars.com or just stop by any Leah location at your convenience. No appointment necessary. Visit Leah Toyota, Nissan, Honda, and Hyundai on Central Avenue or Leah Infinity in Latham. Open 7 days a week and online all the time at leahcars.com.
Leah! Listen to what people are saying about the Clubhouse Racebook. I've been coming here for well over 30 years to the OTB, and I think this is an outstanding facility. Probably comparable to something you'd see in Vegas. They have the big screens there, and then they have the auxiliary screens for, you know, watching all the tracks. And the primary tracks of the day, they'll switch to the big screens, which is ideal for most of us race guys. We like to see the big races on the big screen. Well done.
With more than 70 convenient locations, internet wagering at CapitalOTB.com, and live operators ready to take your call, Capital OTB is the better choice for wagering on thoroughbred and harness racing. Stop by one of our locations to bet in person, or open a Capital Bets account and place your bets over the phone, or at CapitalOTB.com. Whether you're on the road or in the comfort of your own home, Capital OTB is the better choice.
What would another ShopRite mean for you?
It means more chef-prepared meals to take home and call my own.
Another place to get help with healthy eating.
And another place to get fresh fish.
Another ShopRite in the Capital District, 709 Central Avenue. Another ShopRite. That means more chef-prepared meals, another dietitian, and more fresh produce. Get more choices and even more savings with ShopRite's growing family.
We're all about food, we're all about savings, we're all about you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing with our stakes action from Del Mar, perhaps another prep race for the Pacific Classic. This is the San Diego Handicap. 5 horses between 3-1 and 9-2, and at 3-1, it's John Scott.
And away they go, and they all came out well. Rail Trip from the outside gate sets off for the lead. John Scott between them. They're not going a very good pace out here. Trey Barachos is settling into the 3rd spot. Prayer for Relief tucks back into 4th. Here's Kettle Corn taken back 3rd last. Up alongside of that comes Mobilized, who's no more than 5 lengths off those leaders, and Take Control, the early trailer. They head to the 3/4 pole, and John Scott out here on the lead. Not in any hurry at all, though. In the 2nd spot comes Rail Trip. On the far side, we have Prayer for Relief taken 3rd. Trey Barachos tucked in 4th at the rail. Kettle Corn now deciding to move a little closer. Kettle Corn and Mobilized on the far side. No more than 3 lengths separates all those runners, and Take Control continues to trail. They head to the half-mile pole, and John Scott along the inside. Rail Trip right up alongside Prayer for Relief on the far side. Down at the rail, we have Trey's Barachos, and they've been followed by Kettle Corn, a close-up 5th. On the far side comes Mobilized at the back of the leading group, and then there's a gap of 2.5 back to Take Control. So they run past the 3/8 pole. Now they're going to turn it into a sprint for home. Rail Trip on the far side, and John Scott at the rail, stride for stride. Prayer for Relief is hooked 3 wide. Kettle Corn is next. On the outside, Mobilized making his run, and Take Control winds up extreme outside. Homeward bound in the San Diego, wide open. Rail Trip takes the lead. Rail Trip along the inside, John Scott chasing. Mobilized running a big one 3rd. Kettle Corn trying to get involved late, but it is Rail Trip battling them all off, and Rail Trip is all hot. Rail Trip and Jose Valdivia have won the San Diego. John Scott was 2nd, close Kettle Corn and Take Control for 3rd.
And at 9-2 is Rail Trip. Scores the victory back in the barn of Ron Ellis. First victory in 25 months. 0 for 8 since winning the California from the Ron Ellis barn. A very nice effort here. Sat off John Scott up the backside underneath Jose Valdivia Jr. and then took over when wanting. John Scott, who was the slight 3-1 favorite, the 4th start after a 2.5-year layoff, going for 3 in a row, finishes 2nd. Kettle Corn is 3rd in Saturday's 71st running of the San Diego. Sunday afternoon, a mid-season showdown, ladies and gentlemen. The Grade 1, Bing Crosby, 6 furlongs, even money, the factor.
And away they go to a perfect start. Amma Zombie broke very well, but Mike Smith doesn't want the lead. He's allowing him to drop back, so Comma on the top will go on to lead them. Comma to the top on the inside. Now there goes the factor. Comma to the top, and the factor sprint away to lead Amma Zombie by almost 3. Then we come back to Don Tito right at the rail, and Capital Account is last. 7 lengths covers them all. A half mile to go and Comet to the top on the inside. The Factor is right there second. They've cleared off now to lead by 3.5 to Amazombi. Then there's a gap at 2.5 lengths back to Don Tito. Outside of him is Capital Account. They approach the quarter pole in the Bing Crosby, and it's Comet to the top in front of neck. The Factor breezed down his neck in second. 3.5 back comes Amazombi. Behind that comes Capital Account and Don Tito. Homeward bound, and now the Factor in the blue cap comes looking for the lead, but here comes Amazombi. Amazombi grandstand side, Comet to the top's running a huge one at the rail. Capital Account late, Amazombi strikes the front. Amazombi a powerhouse again. Amazombi and Mike Smith have won the Bing Crosby. Amazombi wins, close for second, the Factor. Capital Account running on late, then Comet to the top and Don Tito.
But it is the champ, ladies and gentlemen, Amazombi, who is so very good going 6 furlongs. You know, sort of reminds me of Kona Gold from 2000, where, you know, not an early speed type horse, but is so sensational in the middle part of the race, just seems to be able to reel in good speed horses, which the Factor certainly is, the defending champ in the Bing Crosby. But Amazombi just runs him down as the second choice rather easily under Mike Smith, returning $5.80. The Factor does finish a non-threatening second, with Capital Account, the third horse they bet in Sunday afternoon's Bing Crosby, finishing third. But Amazombi, ladies and gentlemen, another powerful 6 furlong effort. Now we turn our attention to Saratoga and wrapping up week number 1, the New York Breds in the Evan Shipman Lunar Victory 6-5.
And they're off. Lunar Victory right there with them. Johannesburg Smile. They go head-to-head as they race for the clubhouse turn. Johannesburg Smile up for a short lead. Lunar Victory right alongside. 5 lengths back to Stalemate, followed by Pure Attitude and Good Karma. So around the clubhouse turn they go with Johannesburg Smile now leading Lunar Victory by 3/4 of a length. They have separated themselves from the rest of the field. It's 8 lengths back to Stalemate, and even farther behind Pure Attitude and Good Karma. Dueling through an opening quarter of 23 2/5 seconds. The field moves up the back stretch with Johannesburg Smile right there glued to his flank is Lunar Victory. And then that separation of about 10 lengths now back to Stalemate and Pure Attitude and Good Karma's the trailer. Up the backstretch run with Johannesburg Smile's half in 46 3/5 seconds. A good pace here up front. And Lunar Victory continues right alongside Johannesburg Smile. They reach the half mile together. Even farther back yet now. It's almost 14 lengths back to Stalemate, who's a distant third. 1-2 all the way around the racetrack. Johannesburg Smile and Lunar Victory. 3/4 up, grueling. 1, 10, and 2 as they come to the top of the stretch. And it's Lunar Victory in front nearly at the quarter pole. Johannesburg Smile is second as Stalemate gets closer. He's now about 6 from the lead. And the leader kicking away is Lunar Victory. He'll come to the 8th pole, pulling away from Johannesburg Smile. Stalemate third on the outside. In the final furlong, it's Junior Alvarado and Lunar Victory on their way to victory here in the Evan Shipman's going to be close for second here, and completing that exacta is Stalemate. Geared down was Lunar Victory at the end. The final margin was less than 2 lengths. He could have won by far more than that. And then Stalemate and Johannesburg Smile.
And on the calendar, boy, the Evan Shipman just about where it always has been. Of course, it used to be the Sunday closing feature at Belmont Park, but now it wraps up week number 1 at Saratoga. And Juddmont Farm Silks owning a very, very good New York bred in Lunar Victory, who scored an easy 2.5 length victory in the Evan Shipman, returning $4.40 for Belmont. Lost the first United States start, but now has run 4 in a row and adds the first stakes race to the resume. That is Lunar Victory. And kicking off the first full week, 3-year-olds, ladies and gentlemen, going a mile and 16th in the Grade 2 Lake George. Stephanie's Kitten, 2-1.
They're in the gate. And they're off. Elusive Rumor giving her cue right from the start. Here's Medellina up to be close to the pace as they move for the first turn. And dropping back there, Dancing Solo. Dancing Solo had a little trouble going into the turn, so the field moved into the clubhouse turn, and it is Elusive Rumor. Out there with a clear lead, Medellina second, then a break of 3.5, and Samatar is now third. And then at center court, taken back and forth, Somali Lemonade is now fifth. Down toward the inside, Stephanie's Kitten races sixth now. And there goes Better Lucky, who's on the move early on here. And the trailer is now Dancing Solo as the field moves up the backstretch run. And Elusive Rumor, and hard on her heels is Medellina. Through a quarter in 23 and 2/5 seconds. There's a separation of almost 10 lengths. Back to Samatar, who's on hold while third. Better Lucky has moved aggressively down the backstretch run last earlier, and now she's fourth as they head for the far turn. Center court, Somali Lemonade, Dancing Solo, and Stephanie's Kitten, the favorite, is last. About 9 lengths from the lead now as they round the far turn. Up top, long shot Elusive Rumor continues to lead the way with a half strong 47 flat. Better Lucky continues that sustained rally now. And Samatar comes on through, and Medellina too. And now the field turns for home. Medellina, the leader at the top of the stretch. Samatar there on the outside. Center court, Stephanie's Kitten down on the fence. Dancing Solo on the outside. And Better Lucky wide open here as they come down to the finish. Stephanie's Kitten is all bottled up. And it's Medellina with a short lead. Center court is driving hard. Samatar too. And on the outside, Better Lucky, a wild finish that goes to center court. Center court won it by a neck. Three-way photo for second. Better Lucky, Stephanie's Kitten, and Samatar.
And an extremely exciting race. You almost could make a case for the first 6 in here, ladies and gentlemen. And I could make a case for the 6th place horse, Somali Lemonade. But it's center court. First time Julian Leperoux scores the victory as the co-second choice, or nearly co-second choice, in a wide open race, returning $7.50. This extremely well-bred runner for Mr. Humphrey and Mr. Arnold. Better Lucky finishes second, and Samatar finishes third. Stephanie's Kitten, coming out of the Edgewood, finishes fourth as the 2-1 favorite. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more action from Saratoga.
What would another ShopRite mean for you?
It means more chef-prepared meals to take home and call my own.
Another place to get help with healthy eating.
And another place to get fresh fish.
Another ShopRite in the Capital District, 709 Central Avenue. Another ShopRite. That means more chef-prepared meals, another dietitian, and more fresh produce. Get more choices and even more savings with ShopRite's growing family.
We're all about food, we're all about savings, we're all about you.
Hello racing fans, I'm Robert Lee, the newest member of the Capital OTB team. Follow me throughout the Saratoga racing season for all the late-breaking updates and racing information from right here in the paddock on Twitter @CapitalOTB. There you'll find our handicappers' picks, updated and instant analysis, and so much more. So don't forget to follow us on Twitter @CapitalOTB. We'll see you there.
You could wait for money to start falling from the sky, or you could head down to the all-new Clubhouse Racebook and get in the game. With live horse racing on more than 250 flat-screen TVs, state-of-the-art wagering terminals, fantastic food and drinks, and amazing Vegas-style atmosphere with seating for nearly 900 of your closest friends. Conveniently located at 711 Central Avenue, right off Exit 5 of I-90 in Albany, the Clubhouse Racebook is the better choice.
Leah Collision does it all. Tow it in or drive right up to Leah Collision, the area's largest certified collision center. Make Leah Collision your first call after an accident and let their certified staff guide you through the process. Our experts repair your vehicle quickly and affordably. We accept all makes, models, and insurance companies, and there's never an appointment needed for an estimate. Leah does it all. It's so big here, we even have a car rental center. Make your collision decision an easy one. The Leah Collision Center, because we do it all.
Leah! Thursday afternoon at Saratoga, 5.5 furlongs on the turf. The quick call, full, making the stakes debut, 7-2.
And they're off. Drago's Best gets away first. Gentleman's Code now to grab the lead. Gentleman's Code in front. Drago's Best there on the outside. Single Malt Mac runs in third. Love Those Boots is now fourth. And then it's Our Test racing in fifth. Followed on the outside by Cape Town Devil racing sixth. Manly seventh toward the rail. Partly Mocha is now eighth. Richmond County is ninth. And the favorite, Full, is last. Last as they go into the far turn, got indeed a little trouble there, bumping with Richmond County. Around the far turn they go, and it's Gentleman's Code who rips through it 21-4, opening quarter mile. Right there with him, though, is Drago's Best, looming in second. Love Those Boots, third on the outside of Single Malt Mac. And then it's Cape Town Devil, Our Test. And Partly Mocha swings to the far outside, full with a lot to do, last at the top of the stretch. Entering the final furlong, Drago's Best, slugging it out here with Gentleman's Code. Nothing between them for the final 16th. Our Test is coming on late. Here comes Our Test with the final race for the lead on the outside. They're coming down to the finish, and it is Our Test to win it, going away at the end. Drago's Best and Gentleman's Code.
But it is Our Test, ladies and gentlemen, wheeling back in 6 days, scoring the nice stretch run victory, returning $12 for Johnny Velasquez and Michelle Nehigh. This is the second start out of the Michelle Nehigh barn, second start since early January. Very, very powerful late inside move for John Velasquez. This offspring of Hard Spun scores the convincing victory. Drago's Best finishes second. Gentleman's Code finishes third. And Full, making the stakes debut, doesn't beat a horse at 7-2. Friday afternoon, 3-year-olds going 1 1/8 miles on the dirt in the Curlin Stakes. 2-1 is Eastern Gift.
In the gate, and they're off. Love to Run 516. Reload is hustled out of there. Over to the inside, ever so lucky. Up with the leaders is Easter Gift. Lagging behind early is Street Life. 4 of them into the turn together. Reload emerges with the lead. Love to Run up on the outside. Now Love to Run is in front. And Reload now yields and runs along in second. 516 is third. And Easter Gift aggressively ridden on the outside. Here he comes now. Up 3 wide, advancing from fourth. And then ever so lucky in behind that group. 3 lengths back to late running Street Life as they turn into the backstretch run. After a quarter in 23-3. And the leader is Love to Run. Easter Gift right at his throat latch down. Easter Gift continues to tug away until he gets that lead. Easter Gift narrowly. Love to Run to his inside. 516. Reload is settled back in fourth. Ever so lucky got it to the clear on the outside with 5 furlongs to go. And Street Life just galloping along. A half dozen from that battle up front through a 47-3 opening half mile. Easter Gift short lead. Love to Run continues to fight with him at the half-mile pole. Ever so lucky in good striking position. He's in the clear on the outside. Reload down toward the rail. 516 between those two. Street Life's only 4.5 from the lead as they round the far turn. 3/4 and 12-1. Easter Gift continues to battle here, to battle with Love to Run. They're head-to-head for the lead. Those two together as they come to the top of the stretch. On the outside, Street Life and Ever So Lucky, and those two bumping at the top of the lane. Huge opening down inside for 516. Top of the stretch, and it is Street Life roused to the lead by Jose Lescano. 516 a length behind. And then it's Ever So Lucky, and the others just struggling in the off-going today. But it was no struggle in the mud here for Street Life, who wins convincingly. 516 was second. Ever So Lucky was third.
But on a sloppy sealed racetrack, it is Street Life scoring the 1 3/4 official length victory under Jose Lescano. Street Life last early in this race scores the victory for Chad Brown. Now 2 for 2 in listed stakes is Street Life. 516, the longest shot on the board at 17-1, finishes second. Ever So Lucky for Jonathan Shepard, finishing third. And Easter Gift finishes off the board as the 2-1 favorite. 2 stakes races from the Saturday afternoon program. Up first, 3-year-olds once again pointing for the Travers Stakes, this time in graded action. The Jim Dandy at 9-5. Alpha making his first start since the Kentucky Derby.
And they're off. Slow start there for Liaison. Alpha breaking well as they move for the clubhouse turn. Teeth of the Dog is right up there with them as they hit that clubhouse turn. Neck and neck now. Muscles his way outside. Perspective caught wide into the turn fourth. Fast Falcon fifth. Adigan near the back of the pack with Liaison, and Myadonis the last of all as Alpha takes the field through the opening furlongs here. It's Alpha in front. Conceding that lead to him is Teeth of the Dog second, beyond a 24-2 opening quarter mile here over the sloppy going. And then Neck and Neck is reserved, well held in third position. 2 lengths back to Perspective on the outside of Fast Falcon. Adigan's under a hammerlock by Julien Leperoux. Restrained 7 lengths from the lead. Liaison's alongside him. My Adonis is 3 lengths behind the rest of the field. Up the backstretch. Alpha's half mile, 49 1/5 seconds. The pace is soft. The leader is Alpha, teeth of the dog, right in his hip pocket. Neck and Neck runs in third. Perspective asks for a bit more. He's fourth with a half mile to go. Then Fast Falcon has lost some ground while racing in fifth. Liaison starting to gear up on the outside. He's sixth. Adigan at the back of the pack with My Adonis. Around the far turn. Alpha on top, 3/4 in 14 flat. Alpha is the leader. Teeth of the Dog is pressing harder. While second, Neck and Neck is there, third on the outside. And then Perspective as the field comes off the turn and into the stretch. Alpha holding on to that lead as they come down to the last furlong. And Neck is to the attack as they hit the 8th pole. Alpha grimly holding on. Neck and Neck coming at him relentlessly here. But it is still Alpha and turns back the challenge of Neck and Neck to win the Jim Dandy in wire-to-wire fashion. Alpha scores by 2. Neck and Neck was second. Liaison third. Teeth of the Dog was fourth.
And also on a sloppy sealed racetrack, the offspring of Bernardini, Alpha, goes to the front. Perhaps the most surprising part of the Jim Dandy Stakes, and backed up the fractions rather brilliantly under Ramon Dominguez. Makes every pole a winning one. Neck and Neck finishes second. Liaison, a good effort behind this very, very slow 114.036 furlongs, comes from way back in the pack to finish third. One of the brighter spots of the 3-year-old year for Liaison. But Kieran McLaughlin, Godolphin, sends out Alpha, who wins again at Saratoga. And if it is the case with Alpha, who just dislikes Churchill Downs, could be very, very tough in the Travers. Grade 1 action on Saturday afternoon. 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares, 9 furlongs in the Diana. 8-5 is Winter Memories.
And they're off. Hungry Island on the outside, down toward the inside, Tappett's Fly and Law of the Range. So Tappett's Fly and Law of the Range will vie for the lead. Winter Memories in the clear on the outside, now running third early on here. And Zagora's fourth toward the rail. Then at the back of the pack are Dream Peace and Hungry Island. So Tappett's Fly will take them along here. She's established the lead, being prompted by Law of the Range as they move into the clubhouse turn. And then Zagora and Winter Memories alongside her. Dream Peace still lingering at the back of the pack. She's well held. There is Dream Peace by Julien Leperoux and Hungry Island on the outside. So Tappett's Fly is loose on the lead. The opening quarter was up in 23 1/5 seconds. Tappett's Fly on top. And Law of the Range is prompting from the outside, now second through a solid half mile there in 47 2/5 seconds. Defending champion here in the Diana, Zagora. Third on the inside of Winter Memories. Half mile to go. Hungry Island at the back of the pack along with Dream Peace. Tappett's Fly still on top. Rajiv Mirage asking Law of the Range for more run, but no real response from Law of the Range. Zagora's cruising just in behind Tappett's Fly, and Winter Memories now is kicking in on the far outside. Down toward the rail, Dream Peace, and she's got a lot of run left. And Hungry Island as the field comes to the top of the stretch. Tappett's Fly, Winter Memory swings into action on the outside. Dream Peace down toward the rail. Zagora's struggling. Oh, look at Winter Memory's kick away. But Dream Peace is going to try to tackle her in the final furlong. Winter Memories, a 2.5 length lead, followed by Dream Peace coming down to the line. And Tappett's Fly under the finish. It is Winter Memories. Victorious again. Winter Memories does it. And wins by 1.5 lengths. Dream Peace was second and close third.
Winter Memories for Jimmy Toner. Just a very, very professional Grade 1 victory. Javier Castellano sure to not get Winter Memories in traffic trouble on Saturday afternoon. Ranges up outside. And Dream Peace, the European who was the second longest shot on the board, I don't think was ever threatening the win position as this gray offspring of El Prado out of the mare, Memories of Silver. And if you look at Memories of Silver, and Winter Memories, their resumes have a very similar Saratoga feel. But Winter Memories returns $5.50. Dream Piece finishes second. And at 4-1, the defending champ, Zagora. And Sunday afternoon, 3-year-olds going 6.5 in the Amsterdam. The hopeful winner, Currency Swap, 9-5.
And they're off. Bad stumble there for Gunboat at the break. A disastrous start in this sprint. Gunboat's way behind the rest. Dr. Chit racing to the front, clears the field from his outside post. Laurie's Rocket second on the outside. Currency Swap. Down toward the rail, it's Unbridled's Note, followed by Fort Loudon. And then on the outside, Politically Correct, a long way back to Gunboat. He's at least 9 lengths from the rest of the pack. The field racing for the far turn. Dr. Chit drills a quarter in 21 and 2/5 seconds. Warp speed here for Dr. Chit, rounding the far turn. Currency Swap right up on that hot pace. And Laurie's Rocket runs in third, and Bridled's Note is now fourth. Fort Loudon, all-out drive, still 6 lengths from the leader. Dr. Chit, then Politically Correct, still well behind Gunboat. Coming to the top of the stretch. Dazzling 44-second flat half mile. The field turning for home. Dr. Chit and Currency Swap right at his throat latch now with 3/16 to go. Laurie's Rocket is third. Fort Loudon on the far outside. Unbridled's Note down toward the rail. Dr. Chit is game. And here comes Currency Swap with one final try. Unbridled's Note is third. Currency Swap charges to the lead. Currency Swap in front coming down to the line. Currency Swap here at the Spa. He does it. 1 by 2. Front running Dr. Chit. Finishing second, holding off Unbridled's Note. Laurie's Rocket was fourth. The time for the race was 1:15:1.
And a very nice return to the winner's circle at Saratoga for Currency Swap. Scores the nearly 2-length victory under Rajiv Mara. Goes out for Terry Pompey, the Saratoga native, owned by Claridge Stables and local owner Bill Lawrence. A very, very nice victory in the Amsterdam. Would have to think that the Grade 1 King's Bishop on the undercard of the Travers would be the next stop for this 2-time Saratoga Stakes winner. Dr. Chit going out for Todd Pletcher, finishes second as a second choice, and Unbridled's Note finishes third in this year's running of the Amsterdam. Well, that wraps up this week's edition of Horses and Courses. Enjoy your stakes action from around the country. We'll see you next time.